Yeah, Broadway is back.
Finally. It's been way too long.
Yeah.
I have an idea. Let's catch a musical.
Babe, that's an awesome idea.
How about this one?
Now that one's got a great cast, but the music, I wasn't feeling it.
How about that one?
Now that one's got an amazing choreographer, awesome spectacle, but I don't know, the music just didn't do it for me.
I got it. Rock of Ages.
Now that's a great show, but that lead guy, not so much. You know what? I got a great idea.
Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we grow up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live plumbing.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying and delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
The Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Dawn, where's the snooze button?
Freddie, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. Pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button.
No, I gotta do action simultaneously. Welcome to the morning show.
You get a haircut?
No, my head is getting bigger.
No more curls. It looks like you got a haircut.
Oh, yes, I did.
Last night?
Last week.
Oh.
Thank you for noticing.
Happy Friday to you.
Are your ankles swollen?
Probably. Happy birthday, yes.
Oh, happy birthday to Joshua. He's
Happy
what,
birthday. It's a really
20
happy birthday.
What is he,
24.
28?
Yeah, 24.
24. Does it feel any different?
Meh.
Are you sure you're only 24?
Yeah.
I know. I think of him as so much older.
28. Who's 28 in here?
I don't think. Royce's 27.
No, there's somebody who's 28 in here.
G-Man, he's 20.
He's 40.
23.
He's 40.
No, he's 24 too.
He's 24 also. Wow. They're getting up in age here. You and I are just like fossils.
Well, not fossil. What do you do for your birthday?
I went out to eat last night. Oh, and then Nikki's gonna take me to Frost Science Museum tomorrow.
Frost Science Museum. What is that?
He stole my birthday location.
Sure. Yeah, I stole it.
Yes, you did. You didn't even know they had a planetarium.
I just I wanted to go there.
Where
And
is the planetarium? I didn't even
It's
know
in
that.
Miami.
Really?
Yeah. I was gonna go to Kennedy Space Center because they had a launch I think this past Thursday, but the launch was like 6 in the morning. I'm like, I wasn't gonna do that.
No, not unless you're there the night before.
Yeah.
There's too many people there. And then you wait, and with 30 seconds, they stop it.
Right. Because if they cancel it for weather or something, you've gone there and then you miss it.
And you have to stay or you could leave, and they may take off whenever.
So it's down in Coconut Grove, Frost Science Museum, or is it Miami Beach?
I think it's all the way in Miami Beach.
Wow, that'll be fun. I didn't even know there was a planetarium there.
It's a science museum, so it has aquarium aspects, but it also has aerospace.
Wow.
It also has the planetarium.
How do you know all this? Have you been there?
Because I wanted to go.
When's your birthday?
September 14th.
Well, it's coming up.
Yeah, I know.
So we'll take a road trip
Yeah,
Tuesday
TV.
when Dawn is at
How
the
many
bed.
floors does it have, Josh?
How old are you going to be?
Yes.
Yeah, 6. Huh?
How old are you going to be?
24.
Holy cow. And Zach's birthday is Tuesday. I thought we missed it. I thought it was
He's
yesterday.
going to be 24.
I don't think so.
No, he's not.
No, I think he's going to be like 22,
I think he's a baby. Yeah.
21, 22.
And Casey's birthday is Thursday.
What's with all these September? All Virgos?
Casey's birthday isn't
All
Thursday.
Virgos.
I think it's Wednesday.
No, hers
she's-
is after mine.
I think her birthday is on Wednesday. She's coming in Thursday because she wants to celebrate it.
When's your birthday? Valentine's Day?
Mine, yeah, the 11th.
Of February?
Yeah.
How did I know that?
You're like
because
a Hallmark woman.
That's what I'm saying. There is no doubt you had to be around Valentine's Day because your name is Grace, you live on a Christmas tree farm, and you were born on Valentine's Day. Seriously, I think the angels just like brought you and said, here, spread kindness and joy amongst the people. Right?
Boy, your future husband is going to have his hands full.
Oh,
Wow.
absolutely.
Antonio, when's your birthday?
December 20th.
So you're like Christmas.
Yep.
You and Grace.
It's a
Christmas,
holiday,
Valentine's Day.
holiday birthday. And Steph, when is your birthday, Steph?
She just had one, remember? Then she went out with Curly to celebrate afterwards.
Well, let's try. They didn't come back for a week.
No. Yeah, my birthday just passed like a month ago.
How
She
old are
didn't
you?
go out. 21.
21.
Remember when you were 21?
I don't.
JC was saying she remembers when she was 24. I was pregnant at 24 with Chelsea.
I got married at 22 and divorced by 25.
I was married at
26.
22, pregnant at 24.
Yeah.
Look at you guys.
This is a good
I know.
idea.
Just keep shaking your head. I know. It's crazy, right?
It's crazy to think about.
I
I
got
feel like a little kid. I can't do any of that.
I got married right out of college, and then got pregnant 2 years later, and then got pregnant again 2 years later. It's crazy. Our generation just was crazy.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, moving on to bigger and more eventful stuff. So a question was asked to me last night that I kind of found interesting.
Yeah.
When you guys go to sleep at night, do you sleep on the same side of the bed every night?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So let's start with Zoro over there. You said yes always the same.
Yep.
What size bed do you have?
I think it's a full.
So it's a big bed. Like a twin, you figure you take up the whole bed.
Yeah, but you're always either on the left or the right, no matter what bed you sleep in, correct?
Yeah, I'm on the left side.
Is that because you're a lefty?
No. It's just because that's the side that's against the wall.
But what if you were in somebody's house?
When I'm home, I think I'm at like whatever side is like closest to the outlet.
So she can charge your phone.
Oh my God, an outlet sleeper.
Yeah, but like it depends because I think I'm also on the left side there, but my mom gets mad at me because I do sleep on the same side, so she makes me sleep on the opposite side if she like notices like an indent.
If you sleep on the same bed, you're always going to indent the mattress if you stay in the
Yeah,
same
but she
side.
wants it even.
Wow.
It's funny.
But you can't get even unless you spend that many nights sleeping on the other side.
Yeah.
Ever have a mattress where, you know, they guarantee that it's not going to sink to a certain point or they'll refund and give you a new one? So we did that with our mattress. And they came out and they put a ruler, like where it was sinking. Of course, Chuck's side sinks more than my side, right? So we're like, all right, we got this. It was off. It's always off. It's like those game machines, you know, when you go to like get the claw and you miss it by one, or the shell game where you
So
miss
what
it.
happened?
So they gave us foam to put underneath it. They wouldn't not honor the divot. And it's a mattress where you can't flip them. So they give you like a piece of foam to put underneath it to raise it that much, and it goes right under that part.
You bought one of those foam mattresses that comes all curled up.
No. This is one of the Pranas.
I bought one of those things that is all curled up. It's a box. And I said, where the hell's the mattress? And you open it up and it
The memory
comes to
foam.
life. And that thing is never supposed to go down. I gotta tell you, the first month is the best mattress ever created.
Then it
After
goes
that,
down.
my back is out. It's horrible. Horrible. I don't know what the hell's wrong with what's in this thing.
Memory foam.
No, it doesn't have much memory.
All right, who else sleeps on the same side of the bed?
She said no. You sleep on either side?
Yeah, I mean, I have a pretty big bed, and I move around a lot when I sleep. So, like, when I'm trying to sleep, I'm trying to get comfortable. I like to sleep everywhere, figure out where it works.
Wow, you too, Grace?
Yeah, I'm like a torpedo. I just move like back and forth the whole time. Like I always get in on the same side, but then like however I wake up, like that's between the Lord and how I'm sleeping. Like
Yeah, I'll sleep in the middle because I sleep with like my arm out. So if I'm against one side, I'll either be against the wall or off the bed. So I sleep in the middle.
I think it's a guy thing. You sleep in the middle of the bed? The
He
side?
doesn't care where he sleeps.
I'm like Zari. I'm always on the left side.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm always on the left side too. All right, so
That's
then
because you have someone else in your bed.
no, even if I did, when I stay in friends' houses and stuff, I always sleep on the left.
What
It's
if
really
someone
weird.
wants the left? What do you do?
Well, this is the next part of the question. So, think about this: when you get married or significant other or whatever, and somebody's sleeping with you, and they want to sleep on the left side of the bed, what do? How do you treat that?
I'll say Nikki gets pissed off at me because I try to go on the left side of the bed and she goes, "No, get up. You got to go on the other side. That's my side." So
Number one reason people have fights in relationships is because of what he just described. This is what David told me yesterday. I couldn't believe it. I looked it up, and that's what happened.
Really? Who asked you this question?
That's irrelevant.
Apparently, it's going to be the most relevant question that it
just
is.
irrelevant,
Like
but-
he gets all nervous.
No, it's just irrelevant. But think, she sleeps all over the bed. What's going to happen when somebody comes and says, okay, you got to get to the right side?
Then you got to pick a side. I used to always pick the side closest to the bathroom.
What are you going to do? You're going to get up?
I mean, I probably sleep on whatever side they want, but like when I'm asleep, I can't help it if I move over.
So it doesn't matter to you.
It doesn't really matter. I mean, bed's a bed.
Interesting. And Grace, what are you gonna do? You're gonna say, no, I'm a torpedo, get out the way?
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Like, I don't really care, but like whatever happens, happens. Like I can't control that.
See that? Millennial thinking. And Antonio, what are you gonna do? You're gonna stick your arm out this way, like this is a no-fly zone?
Yeah. So I guess I would have to like move my arm because
Move my arm.
Yes,
curl it, 'cause-
Antonio, you would have to move your arm because
yeah, my arm would be asleep if she just laid on it or if it's on the other side. But as far as what side, whatever side she wants, I'm not that picky.
so it doesn't bother you.
No.
Netflix and chill.
And Zora, what are you gonna do when they tell you you're gonna move to the right side?
Stay on the left. Josh, I sleep in the left armchair. What about your house?
Yeah, how many people spent
that
the
is
night at
true.
your
How
house?
about I didn't even notice.
Huh?
How many people slept over last weekend?
7, 8. Wasn't bad.
Where'd everyone sleep? I guess apparently the left armchair of the couch,
Yeah.
right armchair of the couch.
They all slept on that one couch. Just
Was
they
your
all
mom in
stacked
town?
up. No, she was just at stepdad's house.
Very cool.
Braxton was running around drowning himself.
Did he stay over too?
Jumped into the pool.
What was he doing?
All of his
He
clothes
jumped into the pool by himself.
on. All of his clothes on.
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
yeah.
I hope he had something on.
He had all of his clothes on. All of it.
And then what did he do? He did laundry, or he was like, no, let me go out and buy some clothes.
I forgot what he did. I think he had. Oh no, because he was leaving he was going to the airport the next morning, so he had a full suitcase of clothes already.
Can you imagine being back? So like, what goes on in his mind?
Wait a minute, he's going to the airport. Where was he going?
Georgia.
New York? Georgia? And he hung out all night and got on a plane.
That's
Yeah,
Baxter.
left at 5
He's
in the
going to
morning.
Georgia for a haircut.
Get out.
No, but I don't know what he was going to Georgia for.
The beauty of youth, the beauty of Baxton. Did Bailey sleep over also?
Yeah.
She drove home?
No, she spent it.
I
Uber.
have no idea what happened to her.
She Ubered home.
Bailey Ubered home.
Yeah, Baxton left.
From your house?
I feel bad for the Uber driver.
Baxton left at 5 in the morning. He Ubered to the airport. And Bailey was still there.
How did the two of them get to your house?
They Ubered together.
I have nothing to say. He had to come from here down there and then up there and then from up there down here and
And Royce even went to your party.
Yeah, Royce came out.
She didn't spend the night.
No. Her mom came back. Right when Abraham showed up, she left. So
She
that
moves
was
on
like the
his own
switch
schedule.
of the party.
what time did
Yeah,
G-Man
I'm sure.
leave? What time did G-Man get there?
Get there?
10:30, something like that. I don't know.
Typical G-Man.
Yeah, when he came, that's when the party switched. Are we surprised? No.
Yeah. Corey switched. He got into overdrive. When is he coming in? I gotta talk to
I don't
him.
know when he comes in. I think he comes in today in the afternoon, but we'll see.
I'm gonna laugh.
So you're going to the Frost Science Museum. What do you guys got going on for the weekend?
Not
Nothing.
much, honestly. Just catching up on work.
Back to school,
Oh, that's right. You guys have school again.
except Antonio.
Except Antonio.
Yeah, I got nothing except for some fantasy football drafts. So with friends.
Oh, you're one of those
Wow.
fantasy football
Yeah.
guys. I never understood how to play that game. You know.
It's
Never understood it.
It's very addicting.
Is it?
Yes.
And you change plays like every week and stuff?
I don't know. I think about weekends and people actually who relax, and I think, wow, is that really a thing? Usually on weekends, I run and do all my errands all day. So I cram it all in hours and hours of stuff that I don't know I needed, but I guess I needed. And then,
Well, you could do what Kevin Hart did.
which is what?
See what Kevin Hart did?
What do you do?
You hear about this? Went to a picnic and challenged NFL football player, an ex-NFL football player, into a 40-yard dash. And he was talking a lot of trash,
what happened?
talking at the picnic and saying, you ain't nothing, I'm faster than you. You know, Kevin is only 5'2", right? And this
Really?
guy is an NFLer. He says, yo, bro, why don't you just park yourself because you're going to write a check you can't. He says, you want to put money on it? Kevin says, put all the money you want on it. It's me and you, let's go. So they stretch it out, they mark it out, they're ready to go. And the rest of it is a blur, but Kevin Hart is now in a wheelchair.
Seriously? What happened?
Well, according to Kevin, he did something that young people only should do, and he's the stupidest man on the planet. and his abdomen muscles are gone. They're
He
ruptured.
ruptured them. He tore them.
And something else ruptured that he doesn't even know he had. And he pronounced it. He's hilarious. And he's like, I can't believe that I was stupid enough to do this.
Wow.
I mean, who am I to challenge, even if he's an NFL, he had over 1,200 yards, this guy. This guy has a Super Bowl ring with the Patriots, and they beat Seattle. I mean, this guy was a running back for LSU and for the Patriots. I think the Steelers he played as well. And Kevin Hart, all 5'2" of him. Now, you know he does movie with The Rock Johnson. And The Rock says, have you lost your effing mind? What is wrong with you?
That's insane.
The Rock throws himself in the ring and, he throws himself around. He says, I would never run against an NFL football player. And he left all his stuff at the starting line. He pulled
I can't believe he's only 5'2".
Yeah. So he says, you know how, what's the name of the guy that does the shoot? No, Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise, you ever seen how he runs? His hands are like flippers. He runs like this. So he says, I tried to do that, and all I did was take off my ear. I was dying. And look at me now in a wheelchair. He says, respect 40 years of age. When you're 40, know you're 40. Don't do something stupid. And he went on and on and on.
I try to think like my body's still 24.
That's why I brought it up.
Yeah,
you think you're Kevin Hart.
I think like I can still work out like I used to work out, and I do, and then I pay for it for days afterwards.
I get out of bed and I remember
You just
my
get out of
age.
bed.
I said, that's a struggle.
You just get out of bed. The TikTok thing for you is a struggle. Did you see? Then when he has to cross his leg and do this, that's a struggle.
No, that's not a struggle. That's
What is that?
That's just a balanced, laughing typer trying to do too many things at one time.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So apparently there was a baby giraffe born that looks like a llama because the giraffe has no spots. And they've never seen a giraffe born without spots. Apparently the spots are like fingerprints to humans, or the spots on a giraffe. It's what makes them unique. And they said if this giraffe had not been born in captivity, they would have thought that the
It was a
giraffe
llama?
mated with a llama. But apparently, I'm wondering if, the
It's
giraffe
an
mated.
albino giraffe.
It's not an albino, it just has no spots.
What color is it?
Brown. It looks like a llama.
Give me a sec.
You got it?
Yeah.
Wow.
A llama. I know. Interesting, right?
Yes. I would love
So
to
it makes you
come
think
back
of
as a
like
llama.
what animals, if you would morph together, what they would look like. They do that a lot with dogs. Look at this, see?
No, it looks like a giraffe.
But it has no spots.
Not yet.
Apparently they're born with spots. How cute is that, though?
Isn't there a horse in Spain that is born black and turns white? Did you know that?
I don't know.
At
I think
birth,
like
they're black
zebras.
and they turn white.
What about zebras? Are they born with all their stripes?
I don't know. I haven't met a zebra in a while.
If you think about all the animals that are out there, it's pretty amazing the diversity of what we have and what they do.
The pandas are going back to China. 10 year of us leasing them out is done. They have to go back.
Leasing the pandas.
Yeah, we leased them out for the zoo, I think in Washington, and they're sending them back.
They got
So they're trying to negotiate to keep them, and they said, no, we want them back.
negotiate. I don't know. You saw what happened yesterday in Georgia, right? With our ex-president.
Boy,
I think there's still two people that have not surrendered
yet.
yet.
He made $1 trillion.
What do you mean he made $1 trillion? On his marketing, apparently they're taking the mugshot and they're making T-shirts that say "Never Surrender."
On the mugs and everything else with his face.
And marketing. Can you even?
Photo?
Yes, that was his real mugshot photo. Is that crazy?
It's the one with the red tie, not the one with the red, white, and blue tie. Gio sent me the wrong one. And I think it was Zora. Somebody says, that's the right one. And I called him. I said, you got the wrong one. And he looked it up. They found the right one.
Unprecedented in history that a president.
He actually posted his mugshot to Twitter. Have you seen that?
Yes, he went back to X.
Yeah.
No longer Twitter.
I checked on today. It was at like.
Now, I thought that he wasn't allowed on X anymore. Is all forgiven? Is that what's going on?
He's
Is he-
back.
Yeah, I think when Elon Musk took it over, he forgave him.
I think it was at 200 million views. Just people looked at it when I looked this morning. So.
The crazy thing is this man ran our country and wants to run our country again. That's what's
No,
crazy.
what's great.
No, the crazy is he's the front runner.
He's the front runner.
He's the front.
Yeah. That's insane.
No, the crazy thing is that they talked to people that were protesting outside the jail, and they said they don't care if he runs the country from a jail cell. From a jail cell. Man, all my Chicano and Latino brothers, we could be president.
The greatest
From
country in
jail.
the world, and they're going to be running it from
A jail. Can you imagine this? Waking up in the morning.
They think you're funny.
Prison number
I know, they're laughing at something.
1775731.
No, we're laughing at it.
My cabinet, my
You're laughing at
cabinet will
him?
be cell block C.
Cell block.
Cell block C, my cabinet.
Secret
Let's get the
cabinet.
cabinet together in cell block C.
I just don't understand people that they think this is making him the front runner. That
Secretary
this is okay.
of Defense. You know who it would be?
Who?
Death Row. Makes no difference.
I don't even get it.
I brought in a tripod because I got it for my birthday. I got to look at it, or we got to look at it because one of the clamps isn't working.
Okay. We have to call.
Garcia?
No, this guy. Oh, what happened to this?
He took it to fix it, and we're waiting
Max
to get it
fixed
back.
it. We should tell him to come in because he fixes them. He takes a screw, he takes the nut out, he puts in. It's a messed up screw.
Oh yeah, where's the CDs?
He fixed it.
We
Yeah,
just
the
don't have
phone.
it. We got to get it back.
Let the corner come up and bring his tools. He does all that kind of work. The guy in the corner may do the work too. It needs a new screw.
It's brand new, so I might as well just like take it back and get a new one.
You can.
Amazon?
Yeah.
Yeah. You take it right here on the Amazon store, which
What?
is at the Walmart. No, it's at the grocery store. You take your belongings
Yeah.
to the Amazon store inside,
Yeah.
and you give it to the kid, and he takes it. It has a slip. You have to slip, or you
Oh,
need
you can
is a
take it
slip.
back anywhere.
Oh, it did.
You can
It's
return
right
it
here
anywhere.
in the corner with the little slip in the in and out. Boom, boom, boom.
You're so funny.
Why?
Because that's where you think the only place you can
Do
go.
you know how many things I have that I don't send back because
Why?
I don't feel like putting it in a box?
You don't
and
have
blah,
to. They
blah,
take
blah.
it back everywhere.
I did.
Unboxed.
What do you mean everywhere? You got to go to an Amazon dealer. You can't just
Everything's
drop it
an
over
Amazon
at the bodega.
dealer.
No. I go to the bodega. They're going to just take it. Oh, okay, I do that for you.
No, but you can take it to a lot of all the pack and ship places. Take it. Kohl's
No,
takes
you
it.
have to bring it packaged.
No, you don't.
Yeah, at the Amazon dealer, you got to bring a little white slip and the gizmo. And they take it and they pack
When
it.
you get old, I don't even know what to say.
It's okay, because you're going to want to borrow my AARP one. I'm going to tell you no.
All right, let's take a commercial break. More to come on this Friday. See what everyone's got going on for the weekend.
Look at this. We're on YouTube and Facebook, and I'm watching both.
And look, and one's delayed because they're not even the same.
They shouldn't be the same.
How
two different
funny is that?
feeds.
Like you can see
Look,
two
look,
different
look.
things. Which is live? Neither one. We'll be right back.
Everybody wants cheap
That one's more
airfare,
like-
but where do you find it? You call Low Cost Airlines. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call now.
The easiest way to sell your home is to call the number on your screen right now. We'll buy any home in any condition. And the more it's worth, the more you can get. Plus, no real estate fees or commissions means more money in your pocket. And no fix-up costs either. Sell any home in any condition, sometimes within days. Sell your home fast. Call right now for absolutely free information. Don't call a plumber. Don't call an electrician. Call right now and for as low as $1 a day. Many things that run your house are covered with thousands of technicians all over America. You can call us with a plumbing problem, an electrical problem, and we'll be in your home in no time at all with a solution to fix it. You don't need an expensive repair bill and you don't need to buy new expensive appliances. We'll show you how to fix it for about $1 a day.
If you've been injured in an accident that's not your fault and you don't have an attorney, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions and tell you what your case is potentially worth. Hi, I'm Gina along with spokesman Rob. So Rob, tell the folks at home who should call right now.
Just like you said, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, you don't have an attorney, give us a call right now. We're going to answer all of your questions and we'll let you know what your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Rob. You heard it, folks at home. Pick up the phone, call now.
If you have diabetes, would you like to eliminate painful finger sticks? Are you injecting insulin multiple times per day? Then you may qualify for a continuous glucose monitor. CGMs monitor blood sugar using a small patch placed on your upper arm or abdomen, and they use your smartphone to accurately monitor your blood sugar levels. Stop pricking and start scanning. Plus, CGMs are covered by Medicare and most private insurance plans. They can be shipped free of charge to your door. Call today to see if you qualify.
Give me the mozzarella. 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 Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
We're back.
You're
What are you
hilarious.
going to do this weekend?
You're hilarious. What am I going to do this weekend?
Not hilarious at all. Yeah.
I don't know. Catch up on some things. I got to get my taxes done before October, so.
What
22
taxes? From last year?
Yes. I took an extension. You know what happens? It means I still got to do them. So I still got to do my taxes. So every weekend I put it off a little bit more, but I got to do them. Remember Mr. Rogers used to always greet his neighbor, say, hi neighbor. Apparently. Anyone remember Mr. Rogers?
Yeah.
Do you all know Mr. Rogers?
Yeah.
Grace, no?
I
All right,
know
we got to
Mr.
find
Rogers.
Mr. Rogers. So a study came out that those people that actually greet their neighbors have a higher sense of career worth and value, and makes you feel more self-rewarded when you meet your neighbors. Look at Josh's face. And they say more men than women actually meet their neighbors. You don't think? Do you meet your neighbors?
They're always hanging outside.
You know your neighbors?
Yeah.
You remember their names?
Oh yeah, I know the whole cul-de-sac.
I used to, when we moved into our old house and the kids were little, we knew everyone. And then as people started moving away and new people came in and the kids weren't out playing, didn't know. These neighbors, now I'm just old and I don't remember anybody's name except for my neighbor next door.
But I mean, it's true. You should know your neighbors. I don't know any of mine. I lived in this community for 12 years. I don't know anybody. I mean, I know them, but I don't know them. I say hello maybe once every 6 years.
But you know them. There's Mr. Rogers, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. He was all about inclusivity and diversity and acceptance.
Wasn't he blackmailed or something in the business? Or accused of being something or another?
I don't know, but everyone, they did a whole documentary at FAU, I remember going to see, about A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood and what it was all about. And I think he was the first when he had the swimming pool outside and he had a black postman come in and they actually put their feet in the swimming pool together. And that everyone went like crazy, like how can you do that? It was
Put your
about just
feet.
showing acceptance. Because he was sitting next to a black postal worker and it was hot outside. He goes, oh, let's take off your shoes, let's put our feet in the pool and cool off and just talk. Like, but Mr. Rogers was white and the postal worker was black.
Oh.
And that was a whole big thing back in the day. Which, to me, can you imagine that was even a thing? Like, there was so much racism and so much segregation that even that was discussed.
Well,
like Archie Bunker, and, right?
Archie Bunker before that, and all the other shows before that as well. And these guys did these shows to unify the fact that color had no bearing in our country.
But think how crazy that is, that people actually feel that way. That's what I just don't understand. Is there actually people that are still full of hate? And I want to say a lot of it's ignorance because they don't know. We had something happen the other day, and you said they don't know. And I'm like, well,
Sometimes you wonder how much ignorance are you allowed? How much ignorance do you allow people?
like if someone says something that you find offensive to either your culture and religion or somebody else's, do you speak up or do you just let it go?
I have no culture. I can't really say anything about it.
Oh, well, if somebody says something negative about women,
Oh,
and
what
you're present.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up there, yeah.
Are you going to say something?
Yeah, why not?
Or if they say something negative about Hispanic culture and you're dating Nikki, do you say something?
I mean, it all depends on the context of who the person is and all that, obviously. Because I mean, if it's one of these people, I probably know they're joking around. But if it's a random person I see off the street, I'll say, hey, don't do that.
Anyone else?
Don't do that.
I mean, yeah, I had that growing up, but like, I was pretty outnumbered too. Like in the town I grew up was really white, so you just like learn to shut up, because like you were outnumbered, outgunned, so
you don't say anything.
Yeah, it's kind of like a survival tactic. You really can't, because like no one's gonna back you up.
So like, I got a big mouth, and it's very much a pick your battle situation. So in instances in like middle school and high school, when I would experience racism or somebody called me the N-word or whatever, right? My mom raised me off of don't start the fight, finish them. But I was also conscious enough to be like, if I get in trouble in school, she's going to get mad anyway. So it was like, if I can get away with it without alerting a teacher.
Okay, you would say something.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
I think I'm maybe like the opposite of Josh, that if someone says something offensive that I know, I would say something to them because I feel like I can sense they're maybe a friend or have some kind of relation to me that they might listen to me. But someone random, I kind of just blow off because you might be talking to a wall even if you say something, you know?
And I think that's what's so hard is everyone has a different perception on it. People don't say anything, and then it just perpetuates. Maybe they don't realize it's a negative connotation, but ignorance is not always bliss, is what perpetuates hate, I think, also.
Well, sometimes you can give a backhand compliment, says, you know, were you born stupid, or you just currently stupid because you worry so well?
See, you get away with saying things like that really well.
But you know, I don't understand something. If somebody says something offensive, right? And I say something offensive back, like the stupid remark. And you know I hate that word, but I happened here in the lobby a couple of months ago, and I asked the guy, I says, are you stupid? Were you born stupid, or are you just stupid because you worry so well in some of the things you say? And the guy's looking at me like, did he compliment me? And he's like trying to figure out where I'm coming from. He says, what you just said is really stupid.
Well, you see how many people give me a look when they ask me what nationality I am, and I say I'm Jewish, and some people actually look at me and their head goes like this. Really? And I find that so bizarre because...
listen, a lot of this, that really thing, you add a lot of flavor
I
into
find
the
that
soup. No,
bizarre.
sometimes they are perplexed.
But what? That I'm Jewish? Why?
I don't know.
But why is that perplexing to people?
Perplexed that I'm Latino. They think I'm Italian.
No, it's a different reaction. They find out you're Latino, they start talking to you in Spanish. When people find out I'm Jewish, some of them, they like, really?
Well, they don't talk to you in Yiddish?
No. It's just bizarre to me that, and it's bizarre to me and hurtful that people say racist things to Zari. I don't get it. I don't understand why
anything
there's...
racist it shouldn't be tolerated. That's
Correct.
a given. But when people say, you know, are you Latino, are you Spanish, are you English, are you Jewish, are you Catholic, are you all of that stuff, you know, it's questions of what they are trying to size up how stupid they can be. Because if they're Jewish, they're not going to make Jewish remarks like they normally do.
People just shouldn't make negative remarks about anyone. They should just be accepting of people.
They do. Okay? It's not like, it's like when a guy goes to the toilet and he has
but that's a bad excuse.
A guy goes to the toilet and he has to take a wee-wee. Sometimes he misses the toilet and sometimes he don't. It's just part of life. It's what it is. It's not a good, pleasant thing to think about, but it just happens.
Does he just like not wipe it up?
Have you seen our bathroom lately?
I'm going to tell you, you wouldn't know all of that information because that's above my pay grade.
You know, I clean that bathroom every day.
Oh, and all of a sudden...
The mothballs are better than clean...
I put the mothballs back. Did you notice?
Yes.
Do you know why?
I couldn't take it anymore.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to go buy 10 more because I'd rather smell that than smell what was coming out of that bathroom.
And I clean it every day.
It needs to be boiled.
I know. I think it really needs to be boiled.
You know who asked me for that return to the Jedi?
Me. I couldn't take it anymore.
I said, I shouldn't even do that. And she
I was
found
in
one,
studio. I was in Studio A, and the door was open in the bathroom yesterday morning. And I'm like, I just cleaned the bathroom before I left the night before. We
You're
just
lucky I
walked
don't
in the
put
next
two.
morning. I think I need to like put vinegar or something on the floor, clean the grass. I don't know
put
what
vinegar.
it needs.
That's
Why?
fine, because no, that smells afterwards. Put 2 of those things in there. Maybe to keep people from using the bathroom. They
I
go,
don't know.
"Whoa, I can't go in there. It
I
smells
don't
like
know, but I
guava."
think apathy and lack of saying anything because people don't want to have confrontation causes more ignorance
People
and
are,
hate.
People are ignorant. When you wake up in the morning, 90% of the people you're going to meet are ignorant for one reason or another. It's just going to happen. So your tolerance of ignorance is what you have to check. Some people get upset. Some people get angry. Some people, you guys have these talks, and people just swing for the fences. Come here, you're going to talk to me this way?
But at least there's a sliding scale of not knowing, uneducated, and saying something hurtful and ignorant. Like for Ramin to know that, to feel like you're the minority and you were outnumbered, that's just hurtful. That's not even ignorance on other people's part. That's just hurtful that they did that to you. And that they did that to Zari. Like they wouldn't do it to Grace. Right?
It's funny because when we were at that
Yeah.
event and they pulled that out of your hand, the tablecloth, whatever it was, I saw your look. I picked up on it like this, and I took it to the side, and I says, "You ever do that again, and you're out of here." And I didn't mean, "Oh, out of here. Don't you ever do?" And she's like, "What are you talking about?" "Oh, I don't know. My ignorance is bubbling." I said, "Yeah, you know what you did was wrong." And
But
she was
people
trying to
shouldn't feel
figure
that way. They should not feel that way in your own country, in your own city,
Well,
in
it
your
was just
own.
a moment. It was just a moment.
But I
that
mean her
happened.
in school.
And I got to catch it. I got to see her expression, and she didn't like the way she was being treated. And I'm gonna tell you something. I don't blame her. Now, if it were me, I would have grabbed it back. And I said, "How you like that?" See, I don't understand this. You can smack me, but I can't smack you back.
See, the interesting thing about you is you talk like this, like you're going to do it. But then when it comes down to the nitty gritty of negotiations.
But I don't do it in
you go like
negotiations.
this, and you walk away.
I don't do it in negotiations.
But you will fight for anybody. You will fight for anybody else's free rights and fair rights.
Listen, when we're negotiating a deal, and I'm reading the body English on the client, and you're saying one thing, I can say 50 things, and you say one thing, and all that attention shifts to you for that one thing. I'm gonna move because I know who the person trusts to do this deal with. That's all. It has nothing. Listen, I've been doing this game long enough that I understand people a little bit better.
But you will fight for everybody for fairness and equality.
Doesn't mean I'm always going to do it the right way.
I know, but
You
you'll do
guys,
it.
you guys restrict me to the things that I want to say. I don't know why. Every other idiot out there is talking stupid
And there we go.
smack.
There we go.
But these idiots talk smack, and
Yes.
I'm not allowed to talk smack back. Why? Why?
Because you don't even have to talk smack. You just do that, and everyone goes.
But why?
It's the Italian, it's the Puerto Rican in you.
My father, we moved to the Grand Concourse because my mother used to move whenever there was racial tension around us, and we lived in the Bronx. And my mother used to move where the Jewish people lived, or the Greeks lived, or the Italians lived. We never lived anywhere else. I don't know why. It's the way she did things. So we go to the Grand Concourse, and they were marching in front of the building not to let minorities in the building. So I said to my mother, "Mom, this is a great idea. What are you doing?" And she says, "These people not here when I came." So we had to walk through the line. So my father, we get through the line, and the elevator, there's this lady, this couple at the elevator, and they slammed the door on my father because my father didn't speak English. And my father says, "Hi, babe, have a nice day," because my father didn't know what was going on. He didn't care. I said, "Dad, get in the elevator." He says, "No, I'm talking to the lady. What's wrong with you?" I said, "Don't you see what's going on out?" He didn't know what a protest was. He thought that, he says that this building has heat because they're out there screaming for no. I said, "No, Dad, they're screaming because you and I are moving into the building." So I went outside, and you know they make a circle. So I went outside with a sheet, with a bed sheet, me and my brother, spray painted on it. And we wrote, "We are here to stay," and we stood in front of the circle with the sheet.
Really? Wow.
On the Grand Concourse, and the cops came and everybody else came, and they said to me, "What are you doing?" And I says, "No, ask all of these people, what are they doing?" It's a free country. You're not allowed to do this. The landlord came out. They reduced the rent by $200. Of course, we couldn't park in the neighborhood, but that's a different problem.
Wow, that's crazy.
We are here to stay. But I don't understand. Why is it that you can smack me and I'm supposed to tolerate it and I can't smack you back?
No, you don't. You can do
So
it.
if somebody says something offensive to you, say something offensive back. Does that make you feel bad?
No. See, I don't do it that way.
I know you don't. But then you'll come up here and you'll complain to me.
No, I said that. I told someone, I'll tell them that's not the right thing to say. You shouldn't say it, but I won't I won't go back with a negative retaliation. I'll just tell them it was inappropriate to
Or
say
maybe
that.
they just don't understand by asking you a certain question and scratching their head or turning it to the side that it looks suspicious. Maybe they just look suspicious.
You know, I once met someone years ago. She was doing my nails, and she said, "You're Jewish?" I said, "Yes, you've never met a Jewish person." And this was pure ignorance, not even hurtful. She says to me, "Where are your horns?" And I looked at her. She didn't know any different.
Where are you,
'cause
what?
She had never met
Where
a
her
Jewish person. So when
What
her
the hell is that? What's horns?
horns, like animals have
Horns on
horns.
her
Or she thinks you have horns?
She grew up in this culture thinking that Jewish people had horns, and she had never met anyone.
Teddy says she went through the same exact thing when she was teaching with one of the little kids. So obviously that little kid was taught that.
Right. And so she was taught this, and
How old was this girl?
well, I met her, I was in my 20s, so she was probably just a little bit older than me.
And you said, what did you respond?
I said, "Why do you think that?" And she said, "Well, I was told, so I've never met a Jewish person before, she wasn't from this area, that Jewish people all have horns." She says, "But you don't." Purely ignorant.
And what was she? What was her makeup? What can I pick on?
There's nothing to pick on. It was a moment for me to teach her that no, we don't. We're just like everybody else. It's a religion, and it was an educational moment, not a moment for me to pick on her.
Okay. You see, this is where you and I differ.
I know.
I would have probably picked up on her boobs or her butt. I would say my horns is about to go up your, things of that nature.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't. I took it as a moment as she purely did not know. It was lack of
Come
education.
on, that's not like her. That's just stupid. That's just ridiculousness. Horns. I'm a guy and I don't have horns. I should, but I don't. I got
So
no
see,
horns.
we all experience stuff,
have horns?
and it's like just not
Hey,
acceptable.
wait a minute. You're 24 now. You got two horns? Yeah. See? Some guys like it. Guys like to
Teddy
have-
told you the same thing? And how crazy is that? Because she teaches at a Jewish school.
That's
What?
Teddy?
Oh,
yeah.
never mind. Maybe it wasn't that.
It's crazy.
Now, maybe they meant horns because you're such a BITC.
No,
you know what I mean?
no. And I'm not. And anyway, I'm not.
You can be.
You rubbed me the wrong way.
Like the genie in the bottle. You run it the wrong way, you get the horns. My father used to say that all the time. He says, okay, now I'm going to give you the horns.
So I think this weekend we all have to be kinder to each other. We talk about it every day. Be more accepting and kind. So you know what? Do a random act of kindness for someone. Open their door. Be kind. Do something.
That's right. Do something
Even-
nice. Say
even
your
give
horns
them a
look
rose
beautiful.
like Kenny Love does. Whatever it is, meet your neighbor, say hello.
Can I say you have
See
beautiful
if love
horns?
can spread. No.
I can mean that as a compliment. I love your horns, baby. Know that? You see what I'm saying? I can't say nothing. I don't understand.
I don't like that.
Somebody says something to you about your horns. I can't say, you have nice horns there too, baby. I can't do that.
No, could you refer to something else?
Well, and they're referring to something stupid.
People say
1
ignorant
+ 1
things.
equals 2. Stupid
Anyway.
plus stupid equals
We're here
more
to
stupid.
educate and be
This is why,
more compassion towards
there's a difference
mankind.
between me and you. I am being compassionate.
No, you're not.
I want people to be treated respectfully. Now, what I love it is when the youngins go in there and they're talking to people that are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and they think they can get away with nonsense. Man, when I was their age, I used to keep my mouth shut too. Get out of here. Grow up, man. This is life around us is going in the toilet and we're just watching it twirl.
Got to stand up for what you believe in.
And we're just adding to it. But I don't mean to stand up for the negative. Why don't we try standing up for the positive? Say something nice to somebody. I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't mind if a guy said you got nice horns as opposed to wear your horns.
Go out and meet your neighbors. You and Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, go meet
We
you.
should do a meme of Freddie as Mr. Rogers.
No, let's not do that.
That would be funny.
Let's not do that. I'm telling you, there's a negative connotation of when Mr. Rogers
Really?
is on the road. I'm going to look it up.
Really?
That's what I remember. It was either him,
It was
Pee
Pee Wee Herman.
Pee
Wee Herman was charged for indecent exposure.
Even the blue thing, that blue dinosaur guy. What's his
Barney
name?
was purple.
The purple dinosaur guy, the guy who says "Zzz" with the striped shirt. Even he got in trouble.
Oh, Steve from Blue's Clues?
Blue's Clues, yeah, the blue thing. Yeah, he was a pedophile or something. Yeah.
Steve.
Yeah. Steve, the pedophile, Barbie, whatever. his
All
name
right,
is.
now that we haven't solved any of the world's problems.
Look at the movie. What's the stupid pink movie? What's her name?
Barbie.
Barbie. Look at that thing. That thing talks about all the
$535 million.
All the irregularities. Do you know what I'm beginning to believe?
What?
The more mentally incompetent you are, the more people like you. I got a guy going to jail. People love him. I got that Bozo the clown that was there a couple of nights ago, the Republican Party guy. What's his name? The Ramiz Mazi, whatever his name was. Screaming how he wants to take everything apart. No Board of Education, no this. He wants to take everything apart. Start all over again. All he was worried about is to fix the border problem in Mexico. He wants to invade Mexico. Forget about the Ukraine. He wants to take all of that and put it in Mexico.
Speaking of Ukraine, what do you think of the plane that lost its wing?
I think it was there was a bomb on it and it blew up on the wing. Somebody put a bomb on the wing and it blew up. But this guy everybody's talking about him because he's Mr. Billionaire, and I am not a politician. What you need right now is me to tell you the truth. This don't work. Let's change the world.
I think Rock for president.
No, Hillary, the lady that's the ambassador to the UN. What's her name? Hillary Nico, whatever her name is. Anybody know?
No, Josh,
don't
gonna
know
look it up.
But no, I was gonna say AOC.
OC, you know.
AOC.
Mm.
AOC. That's my girl.
Who's AOC?
Sandria Ortiz Cos.
No, are you nuts from the New York? Are you out of your mind? You simply lost your mind.
I think you should run.
No,
Ready for
I'm
president.
telling you, the lady who was the ambassador, Trump appointed her.
Yeah.
Look her up.
Okay.
I like her. She says, you can always ask a man what to do, but if you want something done, ask a woman. Oh, man, that line, it brought the house down.
Scooby-Doo for president.
That would be Pence.
Huh?
Yeah, Scooby-Doo is Pence.
Don't insult Scooby like that.
You ready to wrap this up?
Listen, I'm gonna hold all of you accountable. Every single one of you, I'm gonna hold you accountable. You better vote for the elections. Vote, vote, vote. Because if you don't vote, I don't want to hear how you don't like how things are going. You gotta vote, and you gotta bring your friends. Bring a friend. Don't vote alone. Bring a friend. Vote. Vote. At least get your word, your thoughts heard by the candidate you're gonna pick. Even if you write your name on the line, you could do that. You can vote for yourself. There's a line that says, who do you want to vote for? I mean, you're throwing away your vote, I get it. But you got to vote. You got to get into the habit of doing it. Because the next election in this country is going to be scary. And if we don't vote, and the majorities do with the craziness, they got to run a country from a jail. I'm going to tell you, we're getting really, really crazy. Is what you're looking
I got this show. We got to wrap up.
Okay.
Reinvented Life coming to you at 11 o'clock.
You don't let me say things.
Well,
You don't let me say anything that disturbs you. You're going to start with the foot again?
Maybe. Have a great morning, everyone. Tune in to Pamela Chanel David Say at 11 on the Reinvented Life. Our midday show, we've got some music, some fun, and...
Are we a musician coming?
3.
Cool. 3 musicians?
Liz Sharp and her, yeah.
And her orchestra? Oh, check it out.
More to come. Have a great morning, and we'll see you in a little bit.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.